So my favorite place to go on a date night is 21 West End, downtown Fort Smith. So when you walk into 21 West End, it's going to be very intimate. If there is music, it's going to be low to where you can still have a conversation, but they may have a live musician up doing a solo act, but it's going to be a very enjoyable, welcoming, warm experience that you're going to enjoy your meal and conversation. The wait staff is highly trained, and the experience is always, beyond what you're going to get at just a run-of-the-mill restaurant in town. So the owner, Kevin Dory, is a local guy, and if you know me, I'm very big on shopping local with local people that own the business. I'm not a big franchise guy. Not saying I don't go there, but I prefer to hit the local restaurants. Kevin gives back to the community. He does a tremendous amount of giving, and I know when I eat at Kevin's restaurant, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to see Kevin, and I'm going to be able to give him feedback, and he wants that feedback. He will walk around to the tables and say, "How was the meal?" So I know that he has his individual thumbprint on that entire restaurant. So that's an interesting question when you ask about what's the perfect match for a house. Some people want in town, some people want out in the country. Some people want a 2-story, some people want a single story. That is why it's so important, A, to hire one real estate agent to communicate as your buyer's agent, to have a meeting up front, and to give them what you're looking for. When you call random signs every time, you're basically starting at point A all over again every time. And the next thing you know, you've got 4 people sending you the same house. It's very confusing. It doesn't get you where you need to go. This person doesn't get to understand your needs. And you waste a lot of those agents' time away from their family when it's better to just set up an arrangement to where you hire them as your buyer's agent and they work for you. And if that's not working, find a different buyer's agent. But stick with one agent all the way through and let them begin to understand what you're looking for. So many of the first dates are like a blind date when you're going out with somebody. You don't know them, they don't know you. Our agents will typically go show you a property the first time, and if you like them and they feel comfortable with you, then we'll say, "Hey, let's start working together and let's do a deal." And after that, we decide if we want to get connected and stay connected to find you a home. But the first date so many times reminds you of a blind date because neither party knows what they're getting into unless they were previously referred. So as you know, O'Neill Real Estate, like we always say, is locally owned. Our agents train every week, and they're trained to not only understand the market, but to listen to their client. So I think our agents sincerely want to put you in a property that you're happy with. They want you to refer the rest of your family to them. So it's not a one deal and done, let's take some quick money and run. No, they want to be your agent for life. They want to help you buy your next 5 properties, just like they want to help your entire family buy properties. So they have a desire to help you find that happiness in your next home. All of our agents live in the communities around Fort Smith, and they're raising their families in these communities. That is a choice. Many of them have had other job opportunities to leave this area, but they choose to stay here. They're vested in the community. You will see them at events. You will see those agents giving back at events, whether it be their time or their money. They're not just saying they're in the communities. You see them living in the communities. They're doing things at events. They're doing things in churches. They're doing things in schools. They're actively involved in the community. Laura is usually very simple and easy to buy for. She would prefer a night out, a quiet dinner that's prepared by a chef. She is not into flowers or roses. If I really want to knock it out of the park, some jewelry helps. But at the end of the day, she prefers just an intimate meal and a quiet setting.